Okay, so I've tried to film this video twice so far. I'm really hoping my camera does not cut out. So I'm going to make this mini video super quick. But essentially this is just a very basic mini video on crystals and gems, rocks, etc. So I've been trying to find a lot of my stones throughout the day. Unfortunately, this is all I have found. Everything is a mess and kind of cluttered. So I just found a few basic ones that we can talk about quickly. And so when it comes to your crystals and your rocks, pretty much all of them have some kind of healing properties. And it's really amazing. Most of them are great for purifying your air. Especially the number one thing they're good for is getting rid of negative energies and protecting you from negative energies, as well as electromagnetic radiation and electromagnetic field, EMF protection, etc. So that's a big reason why I use them a lot as well. So that's just something to take into consideration. Something like a piece of aluminum foil can actually be put in the back of your phone and used as a resonator underneath your case or whatever, or underneath where your battery goes. And that can actually help counteract some of the radiation that you're getting from your cellular device. I actually tape aluminum foil onto the back of my TV, onto the back of any kind of device I'm using, tablet, whatever it is. So that's just something I wanted to point out. You can buy actual products for that, but they're more expensive and it's the same thing. So I honestly recommend using aluminum foil. So yeah, you can get crystal night lights, crystal lamps, you can get all kinds of things. And even salt rocks are incredibly beneficial. We can talk about halotherapy in another video, which is essentially salt therapy. So I just have a few here real quick that we can talk about. So firstly, this piece of crystal right here is I got this up in Idaho, and it's a quartz. And it is absolutely beautiful. I bought it like in a gift shop, and it was like an egg. And I cracked it open when I got back home to Texas, and it gave me 8 or 9 pieces of this beautiful quartz. And minerals, minerals have feelings too. So it's kind of like they don't like to be tampered with. They like to be in their natural form. So they really don't like being dyed. They really don't like being conformed into something that's, so-called beautiful. And not saying there's, anything wrong with that, getting a few crystals that are dyed or carved a certain way, really smooth, anything like that, because I do have a few of those, but ultimately they do like to remain in their natural form. So you want to be mindful and you want to be respectful anytime you're working with a mineral. You want to treat it with respect, and you really want to ask it, hey, can I work with you? Are you willing to help me with whatever it is? So moving on, this right here is selenite. Selenite is a lot like a cure-all, and just the same as quartz is, actually. It's pretty much good for everything. Thing about selenite is you want to be careful because it does actually erode like with water. If it gets wet, it actually like wears away. So this selenite was actually on a piece of artwork that I bought years ago at a holistic fair, and it was actually glued onto this beautiful canvas, but it came off, so I kept it. And I keep crystals next to my bed, underneath my pillow, in my pillowcase, and I make sure they're not sharp, obviously. So here we have obsidian, which, in my opinion, some experts would agree, is the most powerful stone when it comes to protection from negative energies. So warding off negativity, and that's just my opinion on that. But amethyst, similar to quartz, similar to selenite, good for a whole bunch of things. A lot of people say this is really, really great for anxiety and depression, and for just boosting your spirits in general, and for helping you be productive. Okay, so here is just kind of an example of jewelry. Every day I wear at least one piece of jewelry that has some kind of benefit to it. So even things like sterling silver, if you're wearing any kind of like platinum, white gold, yellow gold, rose gold, anything like that, it still all has some kind of healing properties in it. So then we have, let's see, these are very, very tiny sapphire earrings that I just bought. I have not worn them yet, but sapphire is my birthstone. I love sapphire. We have let's see, these earrings, what is that? It looks like we've got some opal. I've worn these a couple of times. Some opal and maybe some peridot. I'm not sure. I know my class ring from high school was peridot, which is the August birthstone, but that is what I chose. So it looks like we've got some amethyst in there as well. So just kind of an example, when you are wearing stuff like this, it can definitely help you protect you from negative energies and help you. It can even give you more energy. I used to have this kind of like a card that went in the back of my cell phone case, and I want to say it was, I can't remember, titanium. I can't remember what it was, but it was heavy, and it was really good for warding off the electromagnetic field, as well as helping actually boost your stamina, because you know, for different reasons. So this is a quick example, kind of just talking about minerals, and you'll want to do your own research and see which ones are going to be the best for you and your personal development, whatever it is you are needing for yourself, your family, your friends, or whatever it is you're trying to do. So again, just a very quick example. And quartz would be the number one stone that I recommend, quartz and rose quartz. And the obsidian, I have been working with this. One other thing I will mention before I end the video is crystal and gem elixirs, and those are super, super great for so many things. What I love about that is basically you put it in like a glass of water or your drink, and you can actually like put the crystals in it and let it sit out overnight, or sit out in the sunlight or the moonlight to charge it, and then you can drink that water. And you don't want to drink too much of it because it can be pretty potent, especially if you're not used to it. But it is something that I recommend trying. But you do want to research the crystals you're using first with your elixirs, because certain stones can actually leak out toxins, and it can actually be toxic to your system to put certain minerals in your elixirs. So just be mindful of that. And I use the elixirs every day. So alrighty.